Okay, so everybody, welcome here to the agency call today. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with just talking a little bit about, our numbers, and then always wanted to first mention, the convention coming up in 2022. That is just around the corner that you guys would like to go ahead and get registered for that. And then, get your arrangements for, the 3 days that you're going to stay if you are from out of state. That way you have all of that in order. Okay. So I'm going to start with our numbers. Hold on, I'm adding it here. Starting with our numbers here. So it looks like, this isn't the right one. All right, let me just have it here. I have the wrong one up. So I apologize for that. But this week was really, really low. We didn't really have a lot of people that were working. So, I just want to encourage you guys, if there's a reason why you're not working and maybe you guys are having some issues with some stuff, just reach out. Obviously let me know. I know Shorty's been helping a lot, let her know as well. Okay, so we have for the week, I have Jesse M. He has, 2 applications for 4,000. I have Steve T. He had 3 applications for 4,000. Then I have Justin K, which he's a new writer. So, congratulations to him. This is like his second policy, I think, that he wrote. 1 application for 1,444. And then I have Julie. She's usually up on top with hers, but it looks like she had a slow week and hers is about 986. Okay. So when I'm looking at that, I only see about 4 people other than myself that are working. I am, I appreciate all of you guys hopping on the calls, but like I said, if there's something and the reason why you guys aren't, in the field, or you're not helping families and you need some additional help, just let me know, because I want to help you guys get on the leaderboard and see success. Okay. So today, what we're really going to talk about is going to just be going over some of the things for hiring. Okay. One of the things I want to talk to you guys about is just, where you want to be in this business. Okay. Are you looking to make sure that you have, future, I would say, security from an agency, or do you want to stay in the field? Whatever you guys want to do, it's totally up to you. I just want to try to give you guys a little bit more confidence on becoming successful at hiring. Okay. So, when you're talking to people for hiring, I do have a system that's set up. Like if you do know somebody that you want to be introduced to the business and you're still a little afraid to introduce them, just at least get their phone number and, I can help you because I do have the staff available that's, helping put people through the process of the contracting. Okay. So they can kind of do the work for you on the things that you don't know. Right. But my job today is to help you learn those things that you may be a little less confident about. Right. Like, how do I talk to somebody about the business if I just started? Do I feel comfortable introducing? Do I have to know everything? And you really don't have to know everything in order to, talk to somebody about it. Okay. This is a real business, meaning you are being a business owner and you're looking for other people to join in on your business, right? If you want to have a one show like business, that's on you and you're just wanting to produce, that's perfectly fine. But if you want to incorporate and kind of make sure that you are growing, right? That you're using all of the resources, you're having other people help with that, you have staff, things like that. Those are all other levels that you guys can do. I know that a lot of you guys, are on the Facebook, YouTube, things like that. You see these agencies that are growing and there's no reason why that can't be you, right? So, one of the things that, I kind of want to discuss are, other agents that are currently in a, situation, right? That they're already licensed. Maybe you know them because you've come from another agency, or not agency, but another company, and you just don't know what to say to them, right? One of the things that I always find that's important to ask another agent is, are they looking to make more money, right? Or are they seeing the satisfaction that they thought they were going to see from the specific company that they are at, right? Like, what are their pain points? What is making it so that they're not seeing the success that they want to see? Because there's no reason that agents that really want to see success shouldn't get paid what they're getting. They should be paid, and or shouldn't be making money, right? I know I came from a different situation, a different company, and I wasn't seeing the money that I'm making here. So, other agents that maybe they like to serve families and they're just feeling stuck and they don't know what to do, this is where you can kind of like talk to them a little bit about it, right? So, just kind of asking them, what their initial, things that they want to see happen for them with the career, right? It's not, once you start talking to like an agent that's already been in the business, most of them will say, maybe they don't want to buy leads, or maybe they, aren't making the money that they were supposed to be making, like these things that are kind of maybe attacking their confidence in the business, right? But you can always take your stories and things that you have learned here at Family First Life or other people's stories and talk to them about that. So for instance, whenever I'm doing an interview, I will, ask them, what is their current situation? What is the reason that they are looking for a new position? How much have they made? What is the most that you have made being an insurance agent, right? Because most of the insurance agents, if you look on the statistics, they're at about, I would say 30 to 40,000 a year, and that's, doing pretty good, right? Well, our agents here are making a lot more. So you want to make sure that you, kind of tell them, hey, how much have you made? And the reason why you're making that much is that because of the fact that you have, them providing these leads for you, you have a book of business. Here at Family First Life, what we do is we have, people that we go see that are leads. So, you might have to spend a little bit more, but your income is going to increase. Does that make sense for you? There's what kind of training have you got recently? Here we have some great training available for you that can help you, excel. Just like simple things like that are very important to kind of understand why a person, isn't seeing success being an insurance agent. If you know somebody that's unlicensed, one of the things that you can talk to them about is, what are you currently doing to bring in any extra income? Or is your financial situation to where you're struggling? I have this, business here that's available and I've been seeing success. It's unlimited potential. I mean, many agents are working and they're making money. I mean, I know I just had a woman, she just like presented, a business to me, and it's, like one of the multi-level marketing ones. And, and she's fantastic. I love her, her passion and drive for it, but it's, it's for soap, and, I can get my soap down at the store, so for me, that's not something that like I feel is like a necessity, but I feel that like insurance is a necessity, and that a lot of people, without having your license and without, state regulations and, being with these carriers, like you can't just go get that, right? You have to, have, hold on, let me have, you can't just go get that at the local store. So it's just, you have to have that belief that this is actually something that is, extremely, a necessity for people, right? So, when you're speaking to them, you can just show and, show some of the numbers, let them know that you can do this part-time, but you just have to kind of like, just encourage the business for them, right? So some of the companies that I know that are really like, if you're using any kind of resources, I don't know if any of you guys are at that step yet, to where you're using the resources to, get people to talk to, right? But, I mean, I know Danielle, you're from Cemetery, but, we were talking a little bit about that. Like, some of these cemetery agents, they're really not doing very good with their commission levels, right? One of the reasons I know that some of them are having a hard time transitioning because they want to get away from that model, they want to start to make a little bit more money, is because of the same types of carriers that agents that company is having. So if you know anybody from there and that they've written some business, we do have Aetna, CFG, Great Western, those ones are available that you can transition an agent from, and then they can use those ones, and then they can add those other carriers. That way they don't feel like they're having that stop and go, and maybe it's disrupting their income, because that's one of the things and the reasons why people don't want to switch, right? Because they have that, if they're, one source of income, you want to make sure that they have that, other option available. You don't want to have them just sit there, right? So, those are some of that's like a good one. That's, good to, talk to some agents. I know that there's the One Life, those agents there, those are used to actually buying leads. So they don't have a problem with that. And so is Cemetery, they buy leads there. There's the Lincoln Heritage, Senior Life Advantage, and Assuria. These are some of the companies that you guys can find some agents that, their compensation levels are really low. And, if you can share with them the opportunity and what's available for them here, they can actually maybe, make some more money. And like I said, some of these are lead-based companies as well, to where that's how they get their leads. Okay. But like I stated before, some of these captive, agents that are only selling those one products, using those book of businesses, their income that they're making is usually only about 30 to 40,000. So you do want to talk to them about this is the reason why they're making more money here, is because we don't use the book of business, we do use the leads, right? And then just kind of talking to you guys a little bit about some of the resources that are available for you guys. Of course, I totally think that when you're first getting started using just warm market, or posting something on Facebook with those ones, those are if you have those limited resources. But if you really want to see growth, you are going to have to start to use other areas. So I would suggest maybe like Indeed, even just LinkedIn. You can go on there. I know a lot of you guys have a LinkedIn profile. You can start messaging and connecting with other people, not only in the industry, but different types of industries, maybe like the car sales, anybody in sales. Most of the sales people, they have worked for commission for years, and they're actually just not maybe seeing the amount of commission that we do. And they pay on daily and things like that. So commission people that are used to having commission are also a good area to talk to somebody about when it comes to this business. So I don't know if that gave you guys any more confidence, or helped a little bit, but I just wanted to kind of run by that with you, because I know there's just that opportunity for that growth. And as you guys are getting started, I want you guys to learn to incorporate different areas of the business in. Okay. So of course you want to get good at doing the dials. You want to get good at buying your leads. You want to get good at in-home, or if you're doing telesales, or if you're doing, Zoom calls, you want to get good at that. But you also want to get good in, incorporating, if you're wanting to grow your agency or have an agency, adding that in from the beginning, because, one, it's going to teach you how to interact with other agents, become a manager. And then also it's going to give you more like of an accountability, because you're going to be like, hey, I have, Bob over here, and he's, just getting started. I have to be a leader for him, and, I have to be accountable for all of the things. And it just kind of like gives you, somebody else maybe that you can, talk to about the business. I mean, obviously you always want to, talk positive to somebody that's, newer in the business. We know that there's, down things that occur with the business, but that's not what you want to start like pumping up, right? Because there's down things on everything. There's down things in your personal life, there's down things in everything. So any business obviously is going to have something, but you always want to just like encourage and support, right? And that can give you, a feeling of, you're doing more, because, I talk about this all the time, this business, you are all by yourself, right? You're basically, sometimes if you don't go into an office, you're at your house, you're making your phone calls, you're, if you're doing telesales, you're on, your computer or on your phone at home, and then it's like you don't have that interaction. So having other, agents, or even reaching out to, if you feel that way, other agents that are within the agency. And I talk about this all the time, that sense of community, we are here, and then just kind of pivoting back to the beginning of the call, I just want you guys to see success here. So that's like the main thing. And I want you guys to, reach out, and I want you guys to see this growth. And the only way to do that is obviously to interact and to build and to grow. But other than that, I hope that helped a little bit. Does anybody have any questions for me today?
Thank you.
Hey, Stephanie, I don't have any questions,
Sure.
but if anyone is interested, I have started a role play for in-home and for the phone. If people are not comfortable, we can set up a time, and I try to get a group to do it, and everybody gives their opinion of what they think, or if this sound good, that didn't sound good, whatever. Try to
Okay.
help boost up the confidence.
Yeah, and I think that's a good idea if you guys, have some time and you want to do something like that, because it does give you the ability to kind of run through your follies, or whatever. But the thing is, the best practice is obviously in the home, and just pushing yourself past that, because the only way you're going to make money is if you get out with these families, and you just put yourself out there and you make those mistakes. I've done that many times, and still, even where I am right now, I still make mistakes. I still fumble on the phone. I still leave a house and think, oh my gosh, what was I thinking? Like, it's just normal. So don't ever be too hard on yourself. Like, this isn't like a perfection business. It's like customer service based business, and nobody can control the way a customer is, or a family is. That's just the way that things are, and you just got to kind of run through it. So no scenario is ever really going to be the same. The only thing that you can do is become consistent with the way that you handle things, getting a little bit more control of your emotions and not taking everything so personal. Okay, anyone else have any questions or anything? No, you guys have no questions for me at all. Nothing at all. It doesn't have to be based on this call here. It can be anything. Did anybody get anything from this call?
Yes, I did, Stephanie. Thank you
Okay.
for having this.
Yes.
I do
Yes.
have some questions for you, but I want to speak to you kind of personally.
Yeah, absolutely.
I reached out to you on LinkedIn, so.
Okay, yeah, perfect. I'll give you a call here within the next hour or so, okay?
Okay, whenever it's convenient for you.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Okay, anyone else have any questions? Okay, so now this is gonna, well, so, we're in November, the end of the year is coming up, like I, mentioned to you guys, make sure that you get on to, this National Convention 2022, you figure out your arrangements, and try to make this end of this year, really successful for yourself. Okay, so what that means is I want you guys to figure out where you're needing more help, to push through these leads. I want you to find your, source that you're going to use, and just get out there and do it. Okay, because you guys all are capable of doing it. If I can do this, anybody can do it, right? Because I had went through a lot, with this business, and I just kept going and kept going and kept going, and you just got to keep going with it, right? It's like a regular job if this is what you're using, the insurance industry for. If it's something that you're doing part-time, then that's then the part-time results are good for you. But if it's something you want to do full-time and you can see that a lot of people are making a lot of money, you guys can too. A lot of these people just started, some of them just got their insurance license, things like that, and all they're doing is they're just going through the system and moving through it fast, right? Making sure that they have their leads, making sure they're just, calling on the phone and going into the home, or, they're just doing the work. So that's all you guys got to do is just do the work and you guys will have the same results. Okay. So I'll reach out here to you, Danielle, soon. And then no one else has any questions. No? Okay. All right. Well, I hope that everybody, I know Wesley, you had just purchased some leads. So I hope to see you with some success this week. And anyone else that has any questions throughout the week, just give me a call. I'm hoping you guys all have my phone number. And that way I can help you any way that you need. Okay. So you guys take care. All right. Bye.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Thank you. Bye.